We got Mars. We got Mars hard. Sabrina wins them the game. Yeah, but no one's playing Sabrina. No one's playing Mars, Giant Cape, Absol, or Sabrina. That's a very unique example. I don't think you're ever going to see that. I don't think you're going to see that very often. But yeah, I don't think that one's winnable. Memory light Greninja is nuts. What are you memory lighting for? I don't understand. So like, if you memory light, what do you do? Why do people do this, man? He didn't have to retreat or anything to do any of that. He did his own thing. Respect to him. You win some, you lose some. You got to BM, dude. If you have the BM available, you got to do it. For sure. The Mars is what killed us there pretty heavily. Which is sad. You know. Going first again, which is tough. But we do have rare candy this Greninja, which is cool. Garchomp? Hello? My boy Garchomp is here. Respect my boy Garchomp. I think Mars is super good, and I think people should play it. The new Paralyzed Froakie? I didn't even know there was a new Paralyzed Froakie. That does sound fun. I'm not going to lie. Does sound fun. Do we research here or not? Curious. Probably research before. We probably hold the Mars. Pokeball. Irida. Oh, we actually don't even get KO'd even if he goes like Rare Candy Garchomp. But we have Irida, so we'll do this. What is the better play here? Because we can Rare Candy Greninja next turn and a hit for 100. But if he goes Rare Candy Garchomp, obviously we're in a tough spot. I think I'd rather attach Suicune and then go into it this turn. And just start drawing cards. Or we could just stay in and not draw the card and take the damage. But I want to draw. Maybe I'm valuing the draw too much. What emulator do I use? I use LD Player. We're going to go into Suicune here just so I can draw. Because if he does go like Rare Candy, Rampardos, or whatever, like, hey, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Okay. The research comes down here. So if he doesn't have like a Rare Candy pop off turn 2, but even if it's Garchomp, right? He only does 50 damage. Is it Rampo? Or is it Garchomp? It is Rampardo. Oh, and Gabite. Okay. All right, good for him. I guess attaching to Suicune there wasn't really relevant because we're not doing much damage regardless. So like that is definitely something to note. But we're chilling regardless here. We can't actually just end up... We'll KO him on the following turn with Greninja, which is fine. I guess there really wasn't any need to attach to Suicune there, but it is what it is. We can also Mars him to 1 after this turn. And then KO the Rampardos, because he's going to take 50 after he attacks. Why did he start in Ultra Ball 4? I think most people start in Ultra Ball 4. I think that's just where it goes. Because we have Mars in hand, I think we're going to hold it. Do we Irida this turn just to kind of take the 20 to heal the 20? Does that matter? Probably not. But I don't want to get Cyrus, so I am just going to Irida. I don't want to get Cyrus, so I'm just going to Irida here. But he might play Sabrina and whatnot as well, but whatever. All right, let's do this. We'll draw an extra card here. We'll let Suicune go down. We'll Mars him to 1 after, and then we'll just KO for 100 on the active, unless he Giant Capes or something. The Garchomp also comes down, so he's kind of cruising a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But with, what just happened? Did we just get Iono'd? Or no, what was that? Yeah, he just Io'd me. Okay, so no Mars, but that's fine. It's crazy that he has all of these Pokemon out this turn, but it's really not that big a deal. We only take 50 from the Garchomp next turn, and we're kind of just living. We're going to 2-hit KO him regardless, so... I think we're in a winning position here, but I could be wrong because like he could just KO the Froakie, which is the scary part. So we need to be able to evolve this relatively quickly. But all right, we need Rare Candy. Running Iono in this economy, right? That is interesting, isn't it? All right, that's big because we can just. I am just going to evolve this now because I just don't want to get like punished for not. So we're gonna do this. And then we'll just KO. We have 1 Irida left in the deck, but he can only hit us for 50 this turn, and we're 2 accounting him. I guess he could play Lily, but we also play a healing card, right? Do you think Blaze is still a good deck to rank with? Yeah, I think it's probably fine. I think Blaziken struggled recently, but it's probably a fine deck. I think I would rather play Hydreigon than Blaziken, but you know, it is what it is. Benches the other Gibble and attaches to it, which is crazy. Actually, we can still Mars him to 1 if it comes out, but we have a lot of options here. There's the Greninja. Sure. Benching this, I think, is probably fine as well. And we have Cyrus, so... I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the last 2 cards in our deck are Irida and Mars. Mars actually could be really relevant. Okay, yeah, it's definitely going to be relevant if we top deck a Mars here. But he doesn't have Lily, so we win the game. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Getting ahead of myself. Stress testing Jesse? Yeah, for sure. I like Decidueye a lot, actually, right now. Not going to lie. Garchomp in this economy is just crazy in general. I'm not going to lie. It's just a crazy thing to be playing. But what can you do? He did go turn 2 Rampo going second, so I mean, good on him. You know what I mean? Like he kind of had the whole package that game. Just didn't really work out for him. All right, 3-1 so far in ranked. This is Ultra Ball, so if we're operating at a 3-1 pace, we should be fine. But we want the win streaks, you know what I mean? There's people out there that are probably already in Master Ball, you know what I mean? Because, like, I remember there was one dude that got to Master Ball, like, a couple seasons ago in literally under an hour because he just popped off and won, like, 8 in a row. Or, like, 9 or 10 games in a row and just made it into Master Ball before anybody else. Because it's like, if you're there, like, you know, in the first second, then, you know... Then you can just make it happen, you know what I mean? Memory Light Greninja for bounce and a Pyukumuku is really fun using the Greninja EX ability for free switch. That sounds really fun, Leo. It does. That sounds awesome. 0-3 in ranked so far. All went first, lost tempo to energy. Yeah, it's tough, man. We are playing a lightning deck now, so the tables might be turned here pretty quickly. But we'll see. There's a lot of Suicune Greninja EX I'm seeing. Yeah, I bet there is. The Oricorio lead is crazy. But we do have like double Irida in our hand, so we can kind of wait and draw for a bit. I wonder what is this Mag? It's probably Mag, right? He's gonna pop off with the research turn 1. Going first, Magnezone scares me because it's actually really good going first. Mag's gonna be really tough for us to beat, quite honestly. Zero Aura. Zera Aura. Interesting. Okay, double Pokeball research turn 1. I wonder if it is Mag. Mag doesn't play Zera Aura, but it could be Jolteon as well. I don't like our Jolteon matchup either. Okay, he has nothing else. So double Irida in hand gives me some confidence, but our hand is horrible, so whatever. We'll just do this, I guess. He's probably going to E-switch and just hit me with Oricorio, but whatever. What can we do? It's like a jump off deck, but water. Exactly. That's exactly right. Imagine if he doesn't have E-switch with only 9 cards in his deck. That'd be unfortunate for him. What's unfortunate, though, is that, you know, okay. All right, not a good start this game for us, but, you know what, it's okay. Cyrus, also bad. Pokeball's fine. Cape's fine, I guess. All right. No E-switch? Wow, that's crazy that he doesn't have E-switch. I'm not going to lie. Pokeball research Giant Cape, so it kind of worked out, actually. I find myself Pokeballing before research quite a bit in this deck, when realistically I probably should be researching before Pokeball in scenarios where I need more basic Pokemon, but, you know, what can you do, I guess? Do we want to cape the active, I wonder? Probably. How does... yeah, because the math works out. He does 70 and 2 attacks, so we'll do this in case we don't draw Irida. I mean, if we get Sabrina'd, whatever, I guess Froakie goes down, but... you know, at the end of the day, what can you do there? Second Giant Cape, research. So we're starting to draw through our deck a little bit. What we need is Rare Candy Greninja, or else we're not going to be able to do anything. But, you know, such is the case when you're playing Oricorio. All right. There's the E-switch. Turn too late. I don't know why he played it this turn. Probably would have been better to hold it. Okay, Coco. All right. Playing Tapu Koko, huh? I mean, it's not bad. It's not like a bad matchup here. He does cape the Oricorio, so we can't want to KO it with Greninja. So that is relevant. But he has to attack us 3 times. I don't know. We just have to draw the cards and see where things fall, to be honest with you. Another Suicune is LOL. It's a research. We just really need to draw stuff. Irida and Rare Candy. Okay. Okay. It's a bold strategy, but what if we do this? We could actually just retreat into the other Suicune and utilize the Irida. But if he has Cyrus, then that's obviously not great. But then we're also kind of banking on... Do we think he has Cyrus? I mean, I'm actually going to do that. Does the energy on Suicune matter, though? Is what I'm wondering. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like... Do we really want to burn the energies doing this? I kind of do, because like the appeal for me is extending the game, and I think we extend the game the longest by doing it this way. It's probably not a good play, but there's the Greninja. Now we need the other Greninja. He's going to set up the Coco, which is fine. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. I know it doesn't seem great, but I really don't mind this. The Mars. So now we can attach here. We can Irida this turn. We'll Rare Candy into Greninja. But I'm actually going to Rare Candy into... Well, we only have one Cyrus, so I guess we'll Rare Candy into this one. It's all good. We're hitting big damage here pretty soon on Suicune. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Water Shuriken here into Coco. And then I'm going to Irida so that he can go into Coco and KO me. Because we have a second Irida. And then if we draw a second Irida, we can attach to Suicune or whatever. But this gives me the opportunity to KO Coco next turn with Suicune. I have not seen Altaria all day. We've seen a couple Altaria, and there's the other Irida. So I don't mind our play here. I know we just discarded 2 energies, which felt kind of useless, but we're playing the long game here. If we KO the Coco, he doesn't really have any other threats, all right? And then we just play the slow game, and we're fine. And we're now ahead on card advantage because Suicune's broken. He is going to go into Coco here. Is he going to cape or something or heal? Would be interesting. Yo, what's up, Namek? Psych, I'm fighting alt now, I guess. There you go, Phil. So, I mean, we're just going to KO the Coco. And, like, where does he go from here, I wonder? It's weird that he brought up Coco. I guess he just wanted the damage off this turn. I don't like that play. I really don't. But I guess maybe he's going for Guzma is kind of what that told me here. Right? Doesn't this make me seem like he's going for a Guzma play? That's kind of what I felt like here. And I don't want to lose to Guzma. Do we lose to Guzma either way, or do we want to hold the Irida? We can also Mars him to 1 after this. But we're probably going to get Mars 2. Right? Do we want to Irida here? Or do we not? We could preemptively Mars him. I guess we don't have any way to KO anything on the bench. Mars or Irida here? I kind of want to Mars in the following turn. I'm going to hold the Irida. I'm just going to Mars him this turn. Oh, time limit? Oh, I forgot Mars, dude. I keep forgetting the timer goes for my opponent when I Mars. I almost threw that turn. Why does they have to update that? When I play Mars, my timer has to stop. For whatever the reason, it never does. If he Guzmas us, that's unfortunate, but it's probably fine anyway. Because we just Marsed him. So if he got lucky and gets Guzma, or like whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. The Pokeball is a dead card. It's not a good top deck. But now we have Irida in hand, which I feel better about. Hopefully he doesn't have Guzma. That'd be crazy. But I feel like he made that play based off of what cards were in his hand. So I think that us doing it like this gave us some type of security in that sense. And now he just doesn't have anything to even KO the Suicune. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. Yeah. This is fine. Okay, I think we're fine. Matt, what is your bedtime? Professional YouTube watcher? That's a great question, man. Whenever the stream is over, bro. That's my bedtime. We have Cyrus, so I'm just going to commit all to the active here. Just join the stream. Has the ranked season begun? It has begun. We are playing ranked currently. We are currently playing ranked. Beating Tapu Koko, Zero, or Oricorio with our broken deck. About to go 4-1 here. Start the ranked season. Chilling. Having a good time. I feel confident in this deck. When I saw Sekiro go undefeated at a tournament I was like, this makes sense. We played multiple Absols. It felt pretty decent here. He's playing Arceus as well. Okay. What a throwback. What a throwback deck. Imagine if he just goes like X speed double E switch KO. Can you imagine? He already played E switch though. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? That would be funny. We have Cyrus, so. He should have held the E switch earlier. That's what I was saying. I'm not sure why he didn't. He shouldn't have played the E switch. I don't know why he played it earlier anyway. It didn't do anything for him. All right, 4-1. You have to wait until tomorrow to play ranked, but I'm excited to wreak havoc with the Decidueye and Jolteon decks. That does sound like a good time, JJ. I wish you the best of luck. I don't have our record up on screen, but we're 4-1, I think. A little win streak bonus. Let's see if we can extend that. See if we can keep that win streak rolling here. I'd like to hit Master Ball during the stream, but it really just depends on if we get lucky or not. You know what I mean? Because, like, we can win 50 to 60% of our games, but if we're not getting win streaks, then the climb's going to be slow. And that's why I don't think they... I mean, I guess we're in Ultra Ball, so it doesn't really matter. But in Master Ball, they really should not have win streaks. I don't know why they ever added win streaks to Master Ball. Win streaks should have always been in Ultra Ball, but should have never been in Master Ball. That's my opinion about that. I'm going to go to bed, but good luck, Mads. Can't wait to watch the stream tomorrow. Hey, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Have a great night. All right, we're playing Psychic here. See what this is. What state do you live in? That's for me to know and for you not to know. Fearless J. I'm not going to dox myself. Just kidding. It probably doesn't matter. The Chingling is here, and we're going first, which is a little bit scary. But we do get all of our basics, and we're going to draw some cards. So I assume we're playing Altaria, but I don't mind our Altaria matchup regardless here. The Frogadier top deck would have been nuts there, but it's all good. Is what it is. He goes turn 1 to research. We have Irida in hand, which I like. We can play the slow game here. We would like a cape, though. Jirachi Chingling? He goes into Jirachi, huh? Okay, so he's going to put pressure on the Froakie. Which I don't mind. What do we top deck here? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Check this play out. I am actually going to attach an Irida this turn. Just because, like, we have double Cape and we have double Rare Candy in the deck with Greninja EX. So, like, because we have this board state, I'm going to do this. Because whether the odds of us drawing into, like, one of our other Iridas or Rare Candy, as we see here, is high, right? So that's the benefit of our deck. Because now it's like we kind of negated his last play and we're just going to Rare Candy Evolve, go in and KO. He just committed a second energy to Jirachi, bro. Our man is cooked. Because he doesn't have item lock. And this is why you always go item lock. This is why you just ride off with the item lock. I swear it. Because this man just got hard punished. Broken. What a broken deck we are playing today. Insane. Insanity. And we have double research in hand. It's crazy. I guess we have like one dead Pokeball. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, we're probably going to draw a dead Pokeball at some point, but there we go. All right, chilling. So now he's got 0 energies on board, and we already have a Greninja out, and he never got the item locked down. So we also have an Irida in the deck. Hydreigon Giovanni to go 2-0. Let's go. Let's go. Giant Cape's going to keep us alive even against an Altaria as well, if we can find it. He's going to copycat away as 5-card and he's struggling right now. 2-0 over Sweet Ninja. Let's go, A-Mark. Hydreigon is good, man. I really like Hydreigon. And Didi comes down. That is not a Swablu. Rocky Helmet. Okay. Sure. Sure, my dude. All right, what do we draw here? Giant Cape would be ideal. Do you think Grass Ultra Beast might come back? It's a good question. He concedes. Easy win there. That early gameplay was nuts. But that's the advantage of our deck of playing double Greninja EX, double Irida, right? Like that type of stuff just can't happen. Or can't, you know what I mean? Like we can counterplay that. He ended up breaking anyway, so it probably wouldn't have mattered, but this is abuse. That was a tough one for sure. Our opponent just drew poorly. Like to not have a single energy on a Swablu in 2 or 3 turns is really bad. But yeah, 5-1. Let's go collect store. 5-1. We're chilling. Definitely not going to have what I don't know what win rate that is. An 80% win rate throughout the season. That's not going to happen, but it's not a bad start. The win rate itself, I don't care about. I just care about streaks. I would be totally fine having a 50% win rate all season if I just went on some mean win streaks. But going second. And no Suicune lead, but we do have double. All right. Oh, it's Dragonite. Uh-oh, it's Dragonite. Okay. Rare Candy would go nuts here if we could draw into one. 5-3 for me. Let's go, Phil. I'm probably going to get high rolled hard here by Dragonite, but what are you going to do here? He leads Dratini, though, and goes first, which theoretically should be not good for him. We are going to get 20 off here. The Cape's fine. Thanks for the sub. Frostfire. I love that name. It's pretty cool. I think we always just commit energy to the Froakie here. Cape it. Maybe we just draw a rare candy. Maybe we get lucky. And I like just getting damage off here on the Dratini. To bring it up later maybe with Cyrus. He also could just go rare candy this turn. And then we're kind of in a bad spot. But then we can just retreat and play the long game, right? Wonder if he's playing Rocky Helmet like that other Dragonite we played earlier. He's just going to beat me. Looks like he's playing only water energy, potentially. Wow, the Frogadier top deck is nuts. We're not playing the correct Frogadier, too. We probably should swap out. I don't know why we're not playing that Frogadier. Quite honestly, but... what does Dratini hit for? Or not Dratini, but Dragonair? Looking it up. Dragonair does 60 for 2 and does 80 for 3. So I'm not going to Irida. Because I split the energies anyway. No shiny Froakie? We're playing the new Froakie, so there's no shiny alternate art version for that one. 3 win streak. Let's go, A-Mart. Do you think playing 2 normal Greninja with the 1 Greninja EX can do the job too? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that version is equally as good in some matchups. The list we're playing right now is double Greninja EX, double Irida, but you could just play it differently. You could play like double Water Shuriken and 1 Greninja EX, and then play like an extra Cyrus or like something else in the deck instead of double Irida. He does have X speed now, but if he doesn't evolve, we could get the pings going, which would be pretty mean. Or we could just evolve an Irida and be fine, because he can't KO regardless, right? If he doesn't evolve, he's getting KO'd. Heavy Helmet? Finally lost to a mid deck because I bricked. Yeah, that's going to happen, Bets, bro. That'll happen. But yeah, Skittles. The Froakies we're playing aren't... yeah, this is brutal. I feel bad. We actually just win the game here. We take these, though. If this Pokemon is attached to 20 less damage from attacks. RIP, brother. It was nice knowing you. It's tough. Is ranked out now? It is, Real Tex, and also, how are you, man? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome, my friend. Ranked is here, and we are 6-1 so far this season on a 3-win streak, 4-win streak. We went 2 and then lost, and now we've won 4 in a row. 6-1. Let's go. Getting pretty lucky the last couple of games, but that's what we're here for. We're here to get lucky and to win games. You know, Pokemon Pocket is certainly, you know, luck is definitely a factor. I'm also not that good at this game. Like, I think people misinterpret, like, what I enjoy most about this game isn't playing a million games in ranked mode every month. It's watching other people play the game, watching the decks, watching the metagame develop, and I just kind of inform people on what's going on. Like, there's other channels out there that you should probably watch if you're really looking to, like, learn a deck and be extremely good with a deck, right? Because there's players out there that are playing way more than I play. You know, any Chandelier? I have not seen Chandelier yet, no. I would be interested to see Chandelier, but have not seen it yet. We're playing Psychic deck again. Let's see if we get Chingling locked here. We do get Chingling locked. All right. But we have Irida in hand. Double Irida, that is. All right. Playing the long game here. We want Frogadier, we want Giant Capes, and we're fine. It's really all this comes down to. Howdy, brother. Doing well. I need to go to sleep because I got to make a 3-hour drive. But you know how it is. Hard to fall asleep when you're excited for Thanksgiving food. Dude, that's hilarious, Texan. I bet they do it right down in Texas as well. He does get the Swablu down. Okay, so he's cooking, going second. I like this play from our op here. He's doing a good job. I can't Pokeball, lol. What do we get here off the research? We do get Frogadier. Wow, okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. We'll commit energy to it, and we'll just pass. If he goes into Altaria here, he's kind of cooked. Like, that's the issue. Okay, there's the cape a little bit late. So if he does go bench basic Altaria here, it's tough. But then we go into Greninja and we hit him for 100. So let's see if he even has another basic here for the bench. He's going to copycat, so definitely finds the basic. But again, if he goes into Altaria here, it's not really a great play for him. I don't like that play. Unless he red cards me. He could copycat red card me. We'll see. Heck yeah, we do. We got turkey and brisket. That's nuts. That's crazy. Here's the Jirachi. He does go into Altaria here. Does he red card me? Red card would be brutal. The Rocky Helmet. We're 2-hit KOing this anyway. Although he does have Indeedee, so I guess technically we're not 2-hit KOing. Which is kind of brutal, actually. We might lose here. Coincidentally, we might actually lose. We might not actually then. We just need a rare candy and we don't lose. Okay. Don't let your dreams be dreams. I don't think the Giant Cape Irida stuff's going to matter here because he's going to hit me for 130, right? So we hit for 100, and then all we need is rare candy. But that might be kind of a tall order. Might be a tall order. I'm just going to cape this weekend. Probably doesn't matter. This might be too much to overcome with the Rocky Helmet and the Indeedee. We need a rare candy. We have double rare candy in the deck, because if we rare candy, we can go Water Shuriken KO. And if we need to stall for a turn, we can, and we can hope he doesn't have Cyrus. Although if he has red, we get KO'd, I guess. I forgot they probably play red. A lot of decks play Rocky Helmet red. We probably misplayed, I'm not going to lie. If he has red, we misplayed, because I forgot they play red. Because I don't play red in my list. Okay, no red. Let's see here. It is rare candy, but wait, we actually KO ourselves here. Do we go for the tie? This is crazy. Oh no, we can just Irida. My bad. All right, GG. LOL. Our deck's broken. Broken deck. He's like, what are you dancing for? R.I.P. My brother. 7-1. Let's go. Ranked is here. Do you think you influence the play rate of decks? I mean, maybe. Especially, I think I influence play rate in my tournament for sure. Yeah, I've had to be careful about that. I'd have to be bipartisan because, like, and I realized that would be the case because it's my tournament. So when people are watching my content, they hear about my tournament and they play in my tournament, they're going to play decks based around what I tell them. So I have to be careful about influencing the metagame for my tournament because people definitely see the tournament results and then they, you know, go from there. So I typically, I don't try to manipulate the metagame at all. In fact, I really can't because then it just becomes disingenuous. So I have to be like informative and go by data. That's a nice little 5 streak though to start this season here. I love seeing how hyped you are for this deck. We're chilling, dude. We're getting really lucky. That game was super lucky. I mean, what do we had? 7 cards in deck, double rare candy. We also had Mars too, so we could have just like Mars them to 1 and then retreated. That was the heart of the cards moment. It was, yeah. Our opponent also went turn 2 rare candy, Altaria, and DD. So like, you know, like I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, we both got lucky, right? We definitely both got lucky. We're playing Fire now, but we're going second, so that bodes well as well. There's a reason Sekiro went 12-0 at a tournament with this deck because it is a really good deck. The Hemor comes out, which is a little scary. It's a little scary. I'm a little scared. But there's, you know, I don't think Greninja will ever be a bad card. I think it's probably the best card they've made in Pocket. Yeah, Greninja's a broken card, dude. One of the all-timers, quite frankly. I am going to... Well, no, I'm going to cape this... Well... I'm not going to cape yet. I'm just not going to play cape yet. Because he's going to tongue whip my Froakie. But I can evolve Frogadier anyway, so I probably should have just caped the Suicune. That way we don't get KO'd by Blaziken. But he's probably playing Rare Candy anyway, right? Yeah, Henry's playing Rocky Helms. He actually just attaches to the Combuskin, which is a crazy play. I wonder if he has the old Blaze going. Do we think he's got Blaze? Could he have Blaze? I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to cape the Suicune here regardless. Actually, we have double cape, so I'm just going to do this. There's literally no reason to attack here. It doesn't do anything for us to take this 1 prize card, so... I'll just do this. And then I'm going to pass. If he comes in, like, whatever, right? Like, there's just... He caped the active, so there's literally no reason to attack the active here. And to possibly get KO'd by... If I had a Greninja in hand, then maybe it wouldn't matter. But, like, in this scenario... Yeah, like, there's Blaziken. You know what I mean? Like, so it's one of those deals. It's definitely one of those deals. If we top deck a Water Shuriken Greninja, that would be nasty, actually. We would just win the game because we have Cyrus, but he did go turn 2 Blaziken. But yeah, I mean, it's awkward, right? Because he was like, well, he kind of telegraphed that he had the Blaziken, so I was like, I'm just not going to attach. And now he's going to attack with Heatmor, but what does this really do for him? You know, coincidentally. Oh, I probably shouldn't have attached the second cape, I now realize. All right, time to draw into Greninja here. So that this Froakie doesn't get KO'd. Yeah, I mean, that works. That does work. Can we just wait for a turn here, I wonder? Because we have double Irida in the deck. We're actually in range of getting KO'd here. So if he has Cyrus, that's obviously really unfortunate. But do we just attack? I mean, we have double Irida in the deck. If we don't attack... But we have Cyrus. I don't want to attack. I don't want to. So I'm not going to. Maybe a miscalculation, but I'm not going to attack. He needs to have Cyrus here. And if he Cyruses, he can KO this Greninja, but then I just hit him with Suicune, and then a 2-hit KO with Suicune. You know what I mean? So I don't even care if he does KO this, because then I just Mars him to 1. He is going to Cyrus. Okay. That's fine. That's actually fine. I don't even care really about that. Unless he has a second Rocky Helmet here, which would be nuts. But this is totally fine. It's crazy, though, the cards that this man started with, though. He kind of had the exact cards he wanted to. If he has Lily, that would be tough. But we are just going to go ahead and Mars him to 1 here. Metal Monster, thanks for the follow. Wow, okay. That'll do. That will do. We have Cyrus in hand. This, I mean, I think we're fine. I don't, you know, at the end of the day, like, if we lose this game, I mean, whose fault is it? It's certainly not our fault if we lose this game. And if we Mars them to 1 into Lily, like, that is kind of crazy, right? But, you know. Okay, no Lily. GG. There's nothing else we can do. We Mars them to 1. We went Water Shuriken Greninja here. We have Cape Suicune. Like, what? I mean, literally, what else is there for us to do? This game is like 10% skill, 90% luck. Yeah, dude. But also, like, the thing is, I understand when people say that. But in the same vein, like, if you're making the correct play every turn, then yeah, the game's entirely about luck, right? But most people aren't making the correct play every single turn. That's just the reality of it, you know? Like, I'm a great example of that because I misplay all the time. And with our tournament series over the past month, it's become, like, very obvious to me that the game is definitely, like, even more based around skill than people think. Because the same people are winning tournaments every single, like, every week. Like, it's the same people. So, like, inherently speaking, like, you know, the skill comes from minimizing the luck. Yeah, like, that's, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you have two people that are making the exact correct play, then sure, like, it's about luck. But I think a lot of the skill factor in the game is playing the correct deck. Like, I think that's why my channel exists, is because literally the most important thing about playing Pokemon Pocket is playing the correct deck with the correct cards at the correct time. You know what I mean? Deck building is such a big factor. Why does it still make you coin flip even though your Pokemon goes down? I don't know. It's not a bug. It's just how the game works. 6 win streak. We actually rank up if we win the next game here. So what are we? 8-1? 8-1. Let's go. Right here getting sing-locked by Swablu. Yeah, man, that'll happen for sure, dude. I've seen some tournament wins go down like that. This game's 100% pay to win. Every game's pay to win, bro. You have to pay to play. What kind of a statement is that? It doesn't make any sense. I love when people say that too. It's like, what do you expect? Like, you know, just get everything for free all the time. You're just gonna get all the cards, get everything you need to play the game for free. The game wouldn't exist. The game exists to make money. I also don't get why people don't, like, understand that. Also, like, it's pay to win in the sense that, I mean, this month it wasn't because you had an entire month to get all the cards before Ranked came out. But typically, yeah, Ranked comes out like when set releases come out, and then obviously plays a pretty big factor in things. He leads Mega Absol, and we're going first, which is not ideal. But we do get the Suicune down. Let's see what we draw. Cyrus and another research. Okay. The rate about 90% luck, though. If you see the win rate of good players versus bad players, the difference is less than 10%. That's not the case at all. No. Because I think a bad player will lose probably 70% of their games. It depends on what you justify like a bad player. I think the skill gap between like the average player and the highest level players is probably around like 5 to 10%. But I wouldn't call that like those people bad players. I definitely wouldn't say that. I don't think that's fair to say. As long as you have access to Discord and trading channels, it's not pay to win. It is kind of pay to win in the sense though, like when typically when new sets come out and Ranked comes out, then they coincide, right? So it's a little bit awkward, you know, in that sense. All right. I'm curious to see what goes on here and what our options are moving forward. I would like a rare candy. It's just a joke. It's all good, man. When my next tournament, they're always Saturdays. They're always on Saturdays. What can we draw here? Cape. Wow. Okay. It's not ideal, but we can Cape Frogadier and not get KO'd, I guess. So that's something. I don't love this though. I guess it's fine. This month was very free to play friendly. You had an entire month to get cards. Like the Wonder Picks were buffed. Like trading was opened up. Like the game is less pay to win now than it ever has been. I don't mean this statistical abnormally. If you have a 30% win rate, you might be a bit too dumb. Yeah, but I think that's what you're saying. Like a bad player will win probably 40% of their games. Like that's the reality of it. What's he gonna take here? He's got to take the Cyrus. Be crazy if he didn't. There you go, pal. There you go. So we just go into Suicune and we hit. And we have to evolve this one into Greninja EX. And maybe we draw a rare candy along the way. But this is fine. Because we're hitting this thing for 100. Even though we don't have Cyrus, like that is lit. If he goes rare candy like Hydreigon, though, we do get KO'd and then we probably lose the game. But that's, you know, that's the reality of like going second, Absol, Rocky Helmet lead, double Dino bench, right? Like we could just get absolutely rolled here. We could easily get very rolled. But now we can technically just attach to Greninja and then Irida, which should keep us safe here. Ooh, leap over Absol. Oh, he's going to copycat here. Okay. My man's cooking right now. He's probably going to end my win streak, but there's nothing we can do to a Hydreigon KOing us here because we don't have anything to deal with that. And he just discarded our Cyrus on the second turn of the game, which is really tough. But oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. That's big. What's he going to hit here? I wonder. Wow. Okay. That's totally fine for us. That is totally fine. It's crazy how fine that is because now we're out of range of a Hydreigon KOing us. Wow. That was like best case scenario. Technically, he could like Cyrus up and KO the Greninja, but now we're drawing and we're taking a prize here. Like, I don't mind this at all. I really don't mind this at all. The thing with trading is that you need someone of almost equal value. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're trading for like high rarity cards, but like for just Pokemon Vessel, it's not an issue because like anyone will trade you a Blaziken 4-star for like a Pinsir 4-star. There's enough like random copies out there. You can find trades for like the basic rarities of cards. Easier than anything. That's a free win, by the way. 9-1. Where that's Master Ball, right? 9-1 to Master Ball, I think. We almost went 10-0. I was talking about it. I almost spoke it into existence. I got to be ready for a screenshot here. What rank are we? How quickly did we get there? This will be a funny screenshot. Are we top 100? Hello? We're 22. Rank 22. Sweet. We'll take that. That's cool. Rank number 22 in the world. It's the highest we'll ever be. It's the highest rank we're ever going to be. I'll tell you that for free. We're never going to be higher than rank number 22. That's a guarantee. The 22nd person hit Master Ball is kind of funny, though. It's crazy that 22 people got it before we did. Or 21 people. But whatever. 9-1 to start the season is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Very lucky. We got very lucky. 22nd best player. That's right. 22nd best player in the world. It's me. Speed running it. Yeah, it's crazy. We got super lucky. Realistically, I never even realized it. Like, I was like, oh, we're 9-1. That's what it takes, bro. Just get lucky. No, we're playing a broken deck. And shout out to Sekiro, because I didn't know what I wanted to play. And then I saw this deck, and I was like, this deck is crazy, dude. I was like, this deck is broken, and we got to play it. And we've been playing it. It's been working. They shortened rank to 930 points to master. They did, didn't they? I guess it's fine. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. The whole point of Master Ball is to play in Master Ball. Like, for the people that just play Master Ball and then stop playing, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's how I always thought. 21 people went 10-0. You're right, though. You're 100% right, 1993. Or they just had quicker games, right? I guess, like, they had to have gone at least close to 10-0. Or just played quicker games than we did. But here's the Altaria again. This turn 2 Altaria business is really annoying. What we need is a rare candy so we can commit energies to this. Yeah, he's got the Rocky Helmet. It's fine. Because this is going to work out the same way as it did before. Whereas if we can evolve into this Greninja and attach to it, we're chilling. We can actually cape the Suicune so we live next turn too, which is cool. But let's research this turn. I might actually commit to the Suicune. Wow, okay. Yeah, what is it better to attach to here? It's probably, well... Does it really matter? I think we want to give ourselves the option, right? Because we have Cyrus in hand. Because like we're living an attack from Altaria even if he goes into it next turn anyway, and then we just commit energies. No, we always commit active here, right? There's no reason not to. What's the elo going to be to not deranked Ultra Ball 3, I wonder? I don't know. Yeah, here's turn 2 Altaria. We've seen this before, but if he doesn't have red, then he doesn't KO us, right? Which is fine. He's just going to do it. Does he also have red? Red would be crazy. I hope he doesn't just red KO me. No, he doesn't. All right, we're chilling. He only does 70, actually. Wait, so we can actually Irida this turn and potentially pop off, which I think we probably should do. Still no rare candy, huh? Do we attack? No, because it's Rocky Helmet. All he needs is one basic. He's going to have a basic, so I don't think we can. But we do Irida, but we do this. Because we can Mars him to 1 on the following turn. I will just pop an Irida this turn, because why not? Double rare candy in our deck and Frogadier is really annoying. But if we do this and we don't attack, he only does 100, right? So this is definitely a better play. There's Frogadier, I guess. Sure. So now he needs double basics in order to KO me. And even if he does here, as long as we can go... Okay, he has double basic, I guess. All right. All right, we're going to Mars him to 1 and hopefully draw rare candy this turn. That's the hope. We're getting high rolled. We're getting sacked by the Altaria here because we're kind of bricking, but whatever. Whatever, I guess. Do we want to go into... Yeah, I guess we just go into Froakie regardless. Thank you for that. So we can... we can hit. Feels good to have ranked back. It does. Yeah, I like ranked. It's always a good time. So we can do this because he doesn't have Indeedee, so we just 2-hit KO and we have Cyrus anyway, right? Like that's really all that matters here. We can Frogadier here. I'm glad we split because it didn't matter that first turn who we attached to, and we'll Mars him to 1, and then we just hit him, and then I think we win. I don't really know what he does because we have Cyrus without Indeedee. Happy Thanksgiving, man. When does the season end? We only get 2 weeks of this ranked season, actually. Only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks of this ranked season. So, maybe we have a shot at a top 1,000. Probably not. I still won't be playing enough games to probably get there, but... yeah, I mean, I think he's looking for the second Altaria, but we have Cyrus in hand, so... Even if he copycats us, or even if he red cards us, we probably have good odds of drawing. He does find the second Altaria, actually. But does he red card us out of Cyrus here? That's what I'm wondering. Probably not. Man, our deck is so good. This is we're playing a broken deck. This is one of the all-timers, I will say. This deck is crazy. 10-1, let's go. Why it took so long for rank to come out? They wanted people to be able to get the cards. But 10-1 to start the ranked season. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Anyway, everyone's going to be playing this deck now. Wait, only 2 weeks? Why does the break in between seasons take longer than the season? I don't know. What rank are we now? Did we go up or down? We're number 9. We're going up. We're on the ups. We are on the up. It's going to be good content for tomorrow.